I don't know if we should ever reference the Duggars, if I'm being honest.
Okay. You actually look like your minutes from
Death?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Only because your eyes are watery.
Well, I just almost choked.
Yeah, that's what happened. I'm actually feeling really good today.
I was feeling good. I then got down in the dumps.
Yeah.
And then we did listen to Never Really Over by Katy Perry, I would say 42 times.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling pretty good again.
And every single time it hits completely differently.
That's the thing. I mean, you said it best. Katy Perry's music hits
in the winter,
in the spring,
in the summer, and in the fall.
Because being a Katy cat is a full-time job.
Good children.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to Good Children, the podcast where me and Andrew reflect on the shared nostalgia of growing up in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and all of the trauma, laughter, and seasonal beverages that come along with it.
Oh my god.
You know me.
You love a pumpkin spice latte.
I mean, well, let's be honest. We all already did this episode, and we drank pumpkin spice lattes for it, and it ended nearly in a suicide note. Like, it got so bleak. But what about it in childhood felt so magical? What is that feeling? What did I lose?
Your happiness?
Yeah. So fast.
It got dark because our intentions for this episode is for you to feel
so
cozy. For you to feel like
you're in Stars Hollow.
You're in Stars Hollow.
That's the goal. It's
like
the Gilmore Girlsification of Good Children.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
Today we're talking about fall. You know what? I wish I was that bitch that said autumn.
Oh my God.
Do.
No, like anyone who the word autumn rolls off of your tongue, like that's actually insane to me.
I don't know.
That's like Henry David Thoreau shit.
Absolutely.
That's like who have you ever been in a situation where someone's talking about autumn?
Yeah. And I'm like, who is Autumn?
No, yeah.
Where is she?
But then fall does seem kind of like dumpy. I'm like, oh, it's fall.
Yeah, but autumn
it's like selling gray with
has
May.
charm.
Autumn has charm, but autumn also does seem like a little bit pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's a.
But shouldn't it be? I'm thinking it's one of the best seasons.
But that doesn't mean it's. I feel like autumn is not very. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Okay.
Because it's like we have leaves, we have like pumpkins, we have like little twisty vines that like look a little bit witchy, and that to me is like what autumn's all about.
It really is.
I will say, is it the best season?
Yes.
Do I have my reservations about it?
For sure.
But at the same time, like, I think since last week, since the episode where I actually came on here and ran a smear campaign against the season
you actually
of autumn,
stripped away all of the magic from fall and you literally said, it's just not the same.
I said, like, fuck that season.
Yeah.
After being like, it's the best season ever. No, I've changed my mind. I've changed my tune. I headed out east.
Yes.
Actually, I deleted TikTok for a week. I feel like I've done like a retreat in a way, and like I'm really back, and I'm better than ever. I needed to get off TikTok.
Yeah,
like I've been sleeping so well.
I've drank every single night.
I've been binge drinking a lot lately.
Do you think like you can't even tell?
I can see it in my face for sure. I feel like I look like.
Thank you for saying not saying that you can see it in my face.
Imagine I sat here. I mean, it's like when you said I need hair plugs. I guess I could have just said that to you and it would have been fine. But
you know what I mean. It was a suggestion. I didn't mean to say it was a suggestion.
No, like I feel like I'm giving the energy. Like, I mean, again, take out
the sound of my own voice.
Like someone's like Republican dad.
Okay,
is what I look like right now in the face.
Oh, right.
And then of course with aesthetic as well, but like in the face, I really am like just seeing like years of like conservatism.
Okay,
like really like winding down on me. Gravity's taking its toll.
Yeah.
And I think it's from my signature I drank last night at Funny Girl.
And we're going to leave it there.
I hope people want me to talk about Leah Michelle, and
I think that like the episode is about fall. You know what I mean? And like there's been the rise and fall. And we'll leave it there.
That's really good.
Yeah. And
there's been the rise and fall, but there's certainly spring has come back around. I'll say that.
It's her season is spring.
Spring Awakening.
Oh my God. That makes so much sense.
It does.
To take it back to fall, like I do want to like talk about fall attire, and I want to talk about what you're in. Walk me through what you wear in the fall.
I went through eras with flannels where I hated flannels. I loved flannels. I hated them. I threw them out. I bought them again. Like all of the possible ways that I could have like destroyed the environment with like fast fashion. And now I'm like, I hope I like stay this way.
I agree.
I feel like flannel and then like linen like are the two things I want to wear exclusively.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. Like I do feel like it's like, again, it's the coastal grandmother, but also like Ina and then kind of like pioneer woman. And right now I do feel like the pioneer woman.
Because the pioneer woman always gives fall, regardless
no matter
of the
what season it is.
No matter at the end of the day,
it is when those kids are out in the farm.
Cozy. She's cozy.
She's
comfortable in her skin. Cozy with who she is. And honestly, like this is the softest flannel I've ever worn.
Is it made well?
Of course it's made well.
Mine's also made well.
Yeah, and so are the jeans. There's nothing better than a flannel, a jean, and a little booty. Or a boot. And we got some booties on today.
We do. Our Clarksification.
Yeah. It was about damn time we got that Clarks beat down.
I feel like I'm going through a bearification.
You are giving bear.
It's happening. I literally this morning woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's my bearification. Like I'm finally leaning in. Like there was, again, like years and years where I wanted to be it. And now I'm like, oh my God, like let's just accept it for what it is. Like this is who I am.
I still don't know what I am. I'm like hoping to get, like I'm 26, but like I want to be a daddy.
I think you've always been a daddy. Especially when you were like 19 in those suits.
Oh my, with those
thick rimmed glasses. Yeah, that was full on father figure.
Absolutely. I would say 19.
Yeah, no, you were Mr. Duggar
himself. I was Mr. Duggar himself.
No, yeah, that was a really interesting time for you. In the fall, those late teen years, I'm seeing you in that same shirt.
Yep, I was always in a flannel. but I did pair it with a nice little vest.
You vested up.
And I always vested up. And I went from Vineyard Vines to Ralph Lauren. You say Lauren or Lauren?
Listen, this is like the question on everybody's mind, I feel like, all the time.
I'm happy I brought it up.
Personally have gotten into saying Lauren because that is correct.
Okay.
But like I feel like everyone says Lauren, but I do think there's an air of like elegance and like chicness to saying Ralph Lauren.
Okay. So my Ralph Lauren vest, you know it, the one. It was
for some reason you
green.
should be saying Lauren.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I give Lauren.
You give Lauren.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick with Lauren then.
Yeah, stick with what you know.
So my olive green Ralph Lauren vest with a red and blue checkered flannel.
Just say it, like real women vote Trump.
Because we don't need no liberal chump.
Fall is conservative cosplay.
That's what it is.
Because it's like you need to be on a tractor. You need to have so many layers of like scarf, flannel, like all of that energy. You're outside, you're near a farm. Questionable politics surrounding like the person who owns
apples,
that farm.
You're picking pumpkins. I mean, you're not picking anything really. You're
just
that's looking at them and choosing.
The fraudulence of pumpkin picking really blows my mind.
It's like, how can we trick them by getting them on a little like wagon, bringing them out to the patch, and you're like, that's the one. And again, you're going there for the pictures. People are going there for pictures still. I remember me holding a pumpkin.
I see it so clearly.
Me too. And I was like this.
And you were tuned into a different human being.
Oh, yeah. The jawline was honestly like I just got it freshly pumped.
Yeah, but fall.
It
is a sweet little time. You remember like when Pumpkin Spice debuted?
People were going nuts.
It was like she went straight to #1 and she stayed on the charts
forever.
For 15 weeks. And it's like Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like come September now, it's a job.
I wouldn't even say September. I would say August. They're pushing August.
Yeah, I've always been an August pumpkin spicer. Like I don't care about this summer. As we know, it's like not the one for me. And the moment I can wear a jean, wear a denim jacket.
Oh,
I don't have a good denim jacket anymore.
A flannel lined denim jacket.
That's a whole different story. A Sherpa lined denim jacket.
I'm like honestly getting horny.
No, it is a very horny season.
It is.
Like, what is that about? It's like cuffing season, which I like can't relate to. I've never had a fall romance. Yes, I did.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Do I tell the Quad Club story? Do we tell that story in this situation?
Is that this episode or is it Patreon?
I think that like we could tell a really abridged version of it because I do think it's so fucking funny.
I agree.
And it is true. That was the most autumnal I ever felt. I met a boy on the internet. It was fall 2020. He lived far away, and I was like, great, I'm gonna have like an internet boyfriend for like the fall. Like, this is perfect. I live at home. Like,
you just wanted somebody to talk to.
Yeah, and like that honestly, it was really nice to talk to someone that wasn't you.
Yeah,
like that was huge for me. And then
did get stuck in a Trump rally,
and it felt really picturesque.
And that just epitomizes fall.
Yeah,
in a nutshell.
Trump
rally, quad club, me and Riverhead. Done. I just want to clear the air about oat milk. This has nothing to do with fall, but what are we doing?
Time's up.
Time's up on oat milk.
Yeah,
time is literally up on oat milk, and I think that Starbucks just needs to get lactate milk. I'm over it.
Starbucks oat milk specifically is like a different kind of rancid. Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of like chunk. I had it today. And I really was thinking about you. I was like, this is just like something about this doesn't sit right with me.
And I think that it's like we're drinking oats, which
seems fine, Andrew.
And that seems fine, but it tastes like oats.
I know, but that doesn't seem like the worst.
No, but I want it to taste like a latte.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
It's definitely like time for whole. Like bring back whole, because
bring back whole in both ways, because you're drinking whole milk, you're hitting that toilet, it's donezo. It's donezo. Wait, how do you feel about pumpkin and like pumpkin pies?
Give me everything pumpkin. Like, pumpkin is really my favorite thing.
Really?
It really is. Like, that's why I think I thrive the most in the fall.
I don't think I'm a pumpkin pie girl.
Really?
I really don't. I feel like for so long I was trying to force myself to like pumpkin pie, and there's something about it for me, and that's
you don't
fine.
Like that like wet taste that like only a pumpkin pie can bring.
Yeah, no, I do love like an apple pie in the fall, an apple crumb, an apple crisp,
an apple tart.
An apple tart.
You're kind of an apple tart.
Would you say?
Yeah, I would. There's no texture quite like a pumpkin pie.
It's just soft.
It's like soft, wet, and like
dewy.
Yeah, like it's like you're eating mud almost.
Because once you get to the crust, like especially if the crust is not crunchy,
if it's wet, if it's sogged.
Because how could it not be soggy when you have a pumpkin puree just sitting on top of it?
I used to make like weird fucking pumpkin shit in high school. Like, I was such a little freak bitch, like with Harry Potter. There was some weird website where like with all like Harry Potter recipes, and I would make like pumpkin juice, pumpkin smoothies, like pumpkin pasties, like anything I could make that was pumpkin. But the pumpkin juice from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter
that comes in that little pumpkin bottle.
And I'm gonna get one next week.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you're gonna chug it.
Speaking of, should we just get into it? Should we just address the allegations?
Yeah.
Allegations?
Yeah, I would want to talk about this.
Okay. Yeah, so in the fall, especially in September, is when I would
go to Walt Disney World
in full drag as an adult for the Halloween parties. So it wasn't illegal.
No.
And it wasn't frowned upon. But maybe someone should have frowned.
Yeah.
And to my face.
I could have frowned.
I wish someone had, because I went as Beetlejuice, face paint, spray painted hair, full suit, Doc Martens. We went as the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. Yeah. Full drag, both closeted.
So good.
Both of us are closeted.
Yeah, that's the part that's
insane.
Baffles my mind. But I mean, we felt like stars.
I know, it was fine. Yeah.
It was great. I was like, take a picture of me.
Indiana Jones, that was very masked. That was the year I came out. So I was like dealing with that issue. Then and the Turtleton one was really horrific for a few reasons.
The hair is one.
The hair was really something that I think caused permanent brain damage and permanent, like, long-lasting emotional damage to me. And
it's probably one of the main reasons why we have this podcast.
That and the gas leak led to this. Yeah, for sure. I've dealt with a lot of shame around it. I've obviously archived the posts. And like when I remember that I went to Disney in full costume, I do have like actual physical cringe. But let's cut it out.
Let's cut the shame out.
Like, why are
Especially
we shaming?
With Disney.
Yeah, why are we shaming adults for enjoying a theme park? It's not hurting anyone.
No. And you don't have to go to Disney.
No, like someone else is gonna go and they're gonna get a turkey leg and they're gonna get a Mickey ice cream and they're gonna get a Dole Whip and a pretzel and they're gonna have a really good time.
They might dodge a few strollers,
yeah,
but they're having a magical time.
They might wait 170 minutes for Peter Pan's flight, and that's their prerogative.
Absolutely.
And good for them.
They might be miserable on Dumbo, but they're gonna have the best night of their life.
Miserable on Dumbo.
I've never been.
Yes, you have.
I've been miserable.
That's how I feel about Small World.
But that one hits every time.
No, it doesn't. You love it?
I do.
You love a song.
I love a song, I love a tune, and I love to smile. And I think that always happens in
Dumbo doesn't give you that energy?
Absolutely not. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It's like you're just spinning around in an elephant. But like
in a coffin?
In an elephant?
Oh, yeah. Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion. That's one of the best movies of all time. I will talk about this with anyone who will listen to me.
Speak about fall.
Talk about fall. Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
It's the immediate first thing you think.
Yeah.
It's truly, to me,
cinematic.
It's so fucking funny. It's so good. And it terrified me as a kid.
Yeah.
The spiders, the zombies, the little gay boy. He's not gay, but he's afraid to kill a spider. That was gay representation. I saw that kid and I was like, that's legitimately me.
Can you kill spiders?
Yeah, but I don't like killing spiders.
I don't like killing things. Mosquito, I'm bashing it.
Mosquitoes should rot in hell.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes and wasps.
Yeah, wasps.
You got emotional about wasps?
Yeah, I just feel like I kind of came full circle this weekend with wasps.
Those weren't wasps. Those were bees.
No, they definitely had a stinger.
Bees also have stingers, but wasps just exist to sting.
I don't know what a wasp and the difference between a wasp and a bee.
I'm explaining it to you right now. Yeah.
Wasp, skinny. I was seeing long bootied bees.
Let's just keep going. Like I can't talk about bees with you. The greatest humanitarian crisis facing our country in this current moment is the Disney College program.
Yeah, I mean, when are we going to pay up?
FEMA needs to enter Orlando and needs to take those kids out of there because they are putting in so much work. For what, beans?
The actual beans.
Like, what are they doing?
I don't know how much money they're making a week. And then they also have to pay for their rent. So I'm just kind of like,
no, the fact that they have to pay for their rent is insane.
Yeah.
They're working until like 6 a.m. like cleaning the park, and they have to like go back the next morning.
Yeah.
And there's like violations.
And they have smiles on their faces.
Our friend Sandra broke her ankle at the Nick Jonas meet and greet. Had to wear a boot to work, and they gave her a point off. They were like, that's like a warning that she wasn't in full costume because she had an ankle boot.
They literally, like, I was in the hospital the night prior to like 3 a.m. and then I show up for like my night shift the next morning, and I go in my boot and crutches, and they said you're not in costume, and I was like, no, like the hospital said I had to be put on light duty, and they were like, no, and they made me stand at the Pandora ring stand for 8 hours. I could tell so many stories about the horror of being a cast member, but still, it's my personality trait.
No.
Yeah. No, that's what it's like. It's crazy.
But they keep going back.
Because how can you not? I always wanted to be one.
When you feel that magic.
You are like, this is a special place, and I deserve to work here for free.
Because when you can go in those underground tunnels, what would you do?
Do you think there's DCP listeners? Do you think that I think the overlap is pretty severe, right?
I would say that we have a few DCP listeners. I would say a few.
If you guys need help, like, we're coming. We're gonna get you out
we're gonna be there. So tell all of your DCP friends.
Yeah, give us a little pixie dust, a magic moment. Did you like audition for the face characters?
No, I didn't think that I had what it took.
That's so sad.
I know,
because
but now
you actually should. Honestly, like, if this doesn't work out, I do think that
I want to be LeFou.
I was going to suggest Mickey. Go for the gold.
Hey, kids! That's scary.
I could do a good Mickey.
You could do it,
Hi, girls and boys, and welcome to Good Children. It's not bad. Hello. Do you want to continue?
Oh, now we're back. Now we're back to French.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, too.
I just know that people think that. Oh, you're going. Are you also a little?
I'm a little French boy.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Would you like to get a croissant and like maybe get
I love a croissant.
A cup of hot chocolate, and then we could dip the bread in the chocolate, and we could just like have a little snack in the pot?
Please.
Fall.
Do you like getting spooked in the fall?
I love getting spooked year round.
Yeah. I actually like, the thing is about fall is, as you said, cuffing season. I've never experienced a relationship during, I've never been cuffed besides the pants, but I have never experienced a relationship during fall, but I always envy the people that did have a relationship in the fall, especially when they went into a damn little haunted house, because my ass is screaming.
I feel like I took you into haunted houses with like me and Sarah, my high school girlfriend.
Yeah, and like who could I cling on to?
I feel like both of you were clinging on to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is that moment. There is the physical contact moment. For me, there's also this like, I get like a BDE wearing like layers.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you can't see my insecurities.
Yeah, no.
And suddenly I'm like, oh, I feel I'm wearing a hoodie. You can't tell me anything.
Every single fall, especially when I was wearing those vests, as we said before, like that's when you were hiding everything.
Those vests made you feel like you had a big dick.
A huge one, a girthy one. Yeah.
I did date Sarah in the fall, and honestly, I hit all of those little cute relationship things. Then I went to screening of the Hunger Games outside that you came to. I went to a few football games that you came to.
Apple cider donuts.
What would you want to say.
What would you do for them?
I wouldn't do much. I actually had this thought recently. Like, they're not that good.
Who just said that to my mom?
Oh my god.
My mom said to me, she said, I honestly don't even like apple cider donuts.
Yeah, no, I said the same thing in Shelter Island. They're not that good.
I will say they're not that good unless they come out hot.
Yeah,
if
but
they're
like,
fresh and hot, shove it in my mouth.
The thing about apple cider donuts, especially for Stu Leonard's, is part of the beauty of an apple cider donut, of anything seasonal flavored, is that it's like temporary. You know, it's like Troy, the film Troy. The gods envy us because we're mortal. Like, everything is beautiful because we are dying.
Yep.
And like, that's how I feel about
apple cider donuts. Oh, about pumpkins.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's beautiful. Like, I enjoy it because it's not going to be here forever.
You're right.
When I even provided an apple cider donut in May, I don't care about it in October.
You're right. They
You know
kind of
what I mean?
did strip that away from us.
Yeah. I've never had a bad fall day.
I know, because when your window is open and that breeze is coming through that window and your curtains are flying and you're nestled into your comforter,
it really is the time of year where I feel like an old cardigan under someone's bed. And that first day of fall weather, that's when my dick is rock hard.
Yeah.
Like, that's when things change.
When you're putting pants on and a long sleeve and you're walking out and you're like,
it's cold.
You're like, hey, you guys.
And then like, it's like 3 p.m. and you're soaking wet in sweat.
Yeah,
you're like,
this sucks. Why is it now 78 degrees?
Yeah, it sucks.
You know what? It always goes in a blink of an eye. I'll say it. Fall. It comes and it goes, but those moments you will cherish forever.
Andrew, that was really stunning.
Should I get into writing?
Yeah, you should like write. You should tweet.
I think that Twitter is going to be an app for me that, like, if I actually dedicate my time to it, it's like I just like have random things that I say and I don't run it by anybody and I put it out there. It's going to be buck nuts.
It's gonna be
You like that one?
Buck nuts. Fall fashion also provides the opportunity for, like, I think some of the most like identity-based fashion choices and like pieces. I love a floral cardigan. I know you fucking hate them on me. I know that.
Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, you did say it. You said if I went on a date with a man who was wearing that cardigan, I would never go on a second date with him. And then you spent about 2 years gaslighting me into it not happening.
But I think that's fine.
Yeah, no, it is fine. It is fine. I just was like, that's good to know. Yeah. Like, because I wouldn't think twice.
Argument
it just
was
surprised me because I would never think twice.
Wear the floral cardigan because it's like then you're gonna attract the people that you want to go on dates with.
I attracted, so it all worked out.
Exactly. I just like, for me, it just wasn't my vibe.
I think that you're like, what are you, like, master mask?
No.
So like, what's the other answer?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean.
I love that kind of dialogue.
Isn't that crazy?
Good. That's what we need on this show, is like a bunch of hard no's.
Absolutely. It's really great, like how you could like skirt conversations
by just ending it.
100%.
Like, the whole objective is to keep the conversation going.
For sure.
We talk a lot about like LGBT allyship.
Yeah.
And I think some of the greatest LGBT allies in this nation are girls who were chestnut Uggs. Furthermore, if those chestnut Uggs were battered and bruised and disgusting,
looking like they got ran over by a car with those scuff marks all over them,
those were our Joan of Arcs.
Yep.
Those girls went into the battlefields and picked us up and brought us home.
They honestly didn't have any support any longer. Like, I remember seeing girls with those Uggs and like their feet were kind of flopping over the sides.
Yeah, they were like, they were beveling out. It was almost scary.
They were.
Yeah, and you were like, I respect you.
You're like, wait, like, can we chat?
The place that brings me the closest to understanding the point of view of Christian Walker is entering a Starbucks.
I know we're trying to like really shame, and I get it. But when they're calling out your name and they're reciting every pump of everything you asked for, it's mortifying. They're like, Joe, pumpkin spice latte, 3 pumps of caramel, extra whipped cream, Joe. And you're like, who the fuck is Joe? You're like, I thought I got a cold brew. Yeah,
thank you so much. Thanks. Have a good one. That's the worst part. Is like this voice comes. Like, if I'm walking into a Starbucks and I'm ordering a pink drink, I am walking and I'm saying,
can I get the strawberry acai refresher coconut milk?
Wait, that voice is so sick. That's coming from like you're channeling a different person. Yeah. It's really But sometimes you have to like perform heterosexual masculinity for the
Starbucks
19-year-old lesbian leftist who is taking your order at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Thank God for mobile ordering.
And the thing about you with a mobile order, like you wouldn't even say a single word. You won't say
I've grown up. Andrew,
word.
Yes, I will. I've grown up since the days where I would stand in a Starbucks for 47 minutes waiting for them to say my name.
You've come a long way in a year.
It's
you really have.
Full.
I would like to bring it up. And I know we kind of touched on Stars Hollow, but I want to talk about Gilmore Girls.
I would like to know where every single resident of Stars Hollow was on the date of January 6, 2021.
Yeah.
With specificity to Luke's daughter, April. She didn't give me great vibes.
No.
April Nardini never gave me a good vibe.
I'll say Suki was too busy.
I think that Lorelai is like, she's kind of a do-nothing dem. You know what I mean?
Agree. I think that's what like made her. She was like, I don't really want to, like, I want to work. I want to run my little job. But, like, her mom's like, what the hell are you doing?
Lorelai? Emily was absolutely there. Emily was 100% at the Capitol. She led the charge.
Yeah, Rory, like, she probably.
No, I'm sorry. Rory Gilmore is the definition of a do-nothing dem.
Yes.
She was out of school for 10 years. She wrote 2 articles.
Yep.
What did she do in that time span? What did that girl do in the time between graduating Yale and a year in the life? She comes back into that show. She's like, I got an article in the New Yorker when I was like 25, and that's like, all she did. No, like it's actually insane.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Rory Gilmore. I think that like she was the
How did you feel
betrayal.
about her personality in general?
I do like love Alexis Bledel because like I love her forehead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always gonna respect a big-headed woman.
Yep.
Rihanna, Alexis Bledel, me.
Yes.
Like 3 powerful women in the industry who are controlling the media.
Yeah.
Doja Cat.
It's all about a forehead.
If you get those foreheads in one room, like world hunger, solved. Monkeypox, cured.
Gone.
Yeah. Did you ever long for a traveling pant? We're doing it.
We travel with the same pants.
We're traveling with those pants have been traveling.
These pants have been on you.
Back and forth.
Have been on me.
I really did yearn for
a sisterhood.
A sisterhood.
That's just really what you do, because you had the traveling pants. But you yearned for the sisterhood.
I yearned for that sisterhood because I was like, the idea of like sending a pair of pants across the country is like so romantic to me. Yeah. Sending those pants to Greece.
Were they? So they're traveling pants. I'm kind of forgetting.
Do you know anything about the plot?
Honestly, no.
I'd love for you to explain the plot to me.
No, I have no freaking
But like
clue.
what you could guess it's about.
No, I just want to know more about like the waist size. So like, do they all have the same waist?
Okay, it's like you're not remembering that. I've quoted this to you about 10 times this week, where America Ferrera, who is like thin, is playing like the fat character in the movie, and it was in the trailer, and it played all the time. Where like it's Blake Lively, Alexis Bledel, Amber Tamblyn, and America Ferrera.
Okay.
They're supposed to have wildly different bodies. They're all trying on the pants, and then like they're like, okay, you try them on, and America Ferrera goes, there's no way pants that fit. You 3 are gonna fit all of this. And then Blake Lively goes to soccer camp.
I want to watch it.
It's
because I'm gonna watch it like I've never seen it before. I've seen it.
Amber Tamblyn deals with that death that happens in the film.
I want to watch it.
Alexis Bledel like has a Mamma Mia moment. Fall. Harkening it back to a pumpkin patch, would you say that like the sheer experience of visiting that patch of land with those severed pumpkins that you just pick up feels like week 8 of America's Next Top Model?
Yeah.
And you have to give it everything you've got because it might be your week to go home.
I'm working those little like pathways, like it's my runway. I'm sprinting to find the hottest pumpkin in that patch to clench against my chest and smize with. And then once you get me near a gourd, don't get me
even
started.
Picture you near a gourd.
Don't get me started about gourds.
It is like you have to get dressed up.
Yeah.
The song and dance of finding the person who has the best iPhone.
When portrait mode dropped,
Holy shit.
and I was in a pumpkin patch.
No, that was it.
That
the
was
day
it.
portrait mode dropped, though, it
was
was
crazy.
like, I was like, I don't know, like, if we're ever gonna be the same.
No.
Portrait mode changed lives.
Yeah.
Especially in an autumnal way.
Mm-hmm. To this day, I sometimes do throw it on portrait mode, and you don't love it.
So fucking mad.
You get so
nothing
mad
that
at
cringes
me.
me out more than portrait mode. Like as an adult,
Yeah,
like,
I guess now.
it has the same feeling as like Valencia or like an Instagram filter. I'm like,
But
what
in
are
that
we doing?
in that patch, when you put that portrait on there, nothing can beat it.
Speaking of full,
Are we talking about leaving smooth
smooth
ball summer and entering fresh ball fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My balls have never been fresher.
Yeah, no, I would say fresh and smooth.
I've gotten addicted to the lawnmower at this point.
That lawnmower, not 1.0, but
4.0. Yeah, with the LED light. If we had a blackout, we could use our lawnmower 4.0 as a flashlight.
Yeah, I think that honestly is what it's for.
Between the lawnmower,
The deodorant.
yeah, the number one thing you bring up is that deodorant.
I know, because I it all over my.
You can't keep saying that. It's like against brand guidelines. Yeah, I think that it's like, especially this time of year, there's something like, I mean, you know me, I love a bush.
Yeah.
But I think this time of year, there's a great opportunity to like really use the adjustment on.
Yes.
So like the pubes just like aren't at braidable length. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because sometimes I do reach that level.
That's nuts.
And like I'm not there right now. That's like thanks to Manscaped. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. And that's why I think they have over 6 million customers worldwide who trust Manscaped.
And you can be one of those 6 million customers.
With this exclusive
offer for you 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code GOODCHILDREN at manscaped.com.
That's 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code GOODCHILDREN at manscaped.com. Are your balls feeling fresh?
Always.
Candy apple? Have you ever had a
I
candy
don't
apple
like a
that's
candy
good?
apple. See, there's a difference between a candy apple and a caramel apple. Caramel apple, I can get behind. Candy apple, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're right.
You want to... I'm never going to the dentist.
And that's
they
why
want me there.
No, like your teeth are falling out of your
No,
mouth.
like
Yeah, like there's a reason why Kathy from Dance Mom sucked. And it's like, why were they called the candy apples?
because if they were called the caramel apples, maybe you would have won.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
You're kind of right. I would say, like, actually, one of the highlights of my life was the, like, 2 months in 2016 when we were just being plagued by clowns.
No, what was that? It was like, don't leave your house because there's clouds on the loose.
We moved on from it so fast culturally. Like, there was genuinely an epidemic happening.
Today, a clown spotted in the street chasing, and you're like, oh my God.
And it wasn't like localized. It was the entire country was
Yeah.
being terrorized by clowns.
It was a precursor to quarantine. It was like
Yeah.
literally lock
You
yourself
couldn't go
in
outside
your
at
house.
night.
No.
Because there could have been clowns. I saw clowns on my college campus. I went clown hunting. I was in a clown hunting group chat. Like, I was trying to find these clowns. All I wanted to do was see a
And
clown.
they were just clowning around.
I was like, you know me. I was kind of one of the clowns.
what do you mean?
I like bought a clown costume and I like did wear it in the street like for pictures, but like I didn't like terrorize people. I just like did it for me.
Okay. That's good.
Time
Remember
for the girls' room. If you could go back in time and witness any historical event for 5 minutes, where and when would you go? And then in parentheses, you're not affected by your surroundings. Listen, if I had the opportunity to time travel, I'm so sorry for all the lives I could potentially save going to other times and places.
It would just be for Taylor Swift.
I would go straight to the Fearless tour.
Yeah.
And I would get VIP, I would buy the merch, and it would be the best day of my entire life. And I would keep that merch.
Yeah, you would.
Like, would I like to see dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Would I
That's where that's what's normal. Like that's where my brain went. Where,
right.
like, dinosaurs.
Like ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Like,
not for you.
no, I would go to like 2009.
Yeah. That
I
makes
would
a
just
lot
like
of
to see it
sense.
live.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest regret in life.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Definitely ancient Greece. Like it is
You're
Greece.
such a horny little bitch.
That's what it is. I'm like, there's something about those damn statues that I'm like, what
Yeah.
were they like?
It's those like 2 inchers that really get us. Yeah. It always is.
I'm like, oh my God. And then they have those little crowns and their hair. I honestly think that my hair would fit in perfectly for that time period.
It really would. Like, I think they had like a Brooklyn mullet.
I don't know if they had the mullet in the back, but like the top of their head was definitely like curled.
Yeah, little ringlets for sure. I'm really hungry.
Joe,
it's kind of late.
I think that you're going to freak out.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I will.
I'm so hungry.
No, it's sick.
Wind in my hair, I was there. Down the stairs, I was there. It's like almost time for that album again.
I just switched out Folklore from being displayed on my vinyl to Evermore.
It's like not time for Evermore yet.
No, it's not. It's actually time for Norman
Rockwell.
Fucking Rockwell, because that is a September album.
Is it really?
Yeah, released in September.
Oh my God. Yeah. For those listening at home, we are eating the Pillsbury sugar cookies with the little jack-o'-lanterns on them.
Does that not scream fall? But the thing
These just scream worst night of my life.
Yeah, because I mean, again, like the way that your stomach is going to feel.
Yeah.
Do you want how many?
I'll take 3. Like, you actually just like, did you just have 2 in your mouth in one bite?
Shut up. I need it raw. And anytime you're baking any cookie, always 2 minutes less than what it says. Always. It said 12 to 14. I knew they would have been too crispy. This was 10. And
I eat these like chips.
Yeah, no, like they're water. I don't know about for some of yours, like definitely the bottoms of mine like taste like roasted broccoli.
Oh my God, you guys!
I can't believe it's the end of the fall episode.
Do you feel like we like covered fall?
I don't even think we even breached the surface.
I agree, but I feel like we're gonna have a few follow-up episodes that still have like fall themes.
Yeah.
We couldn't go nuts.
We couldn't.
We had to like keep it.
Give them a teaser.
Yeah. We didn't talk about her, him, them.
The love frog.
Yeah. My original love frog's name was Valentino.
So this one is named Valentino.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Good Children.
You know where to find us on TikTok at Good Children Pod. I'm on TikTok at Andrew_Muskie.
I'm on TikTok at Be Quiet Joe.
We're on Instagram at Good Children Pod. It's going nuts.
Yeah. Those are my best friends.
They really literally are.
It's really insane.
And thank you to our Honor Society.
Yeah, thank you to the Honor Society.
Yeah. I'm on Instagram at Andrew Muscarella. I think at this point you know how to spell it.
I'm on Instagram at Joe Hedges. Oh, don't forget to do your homework.
Like, subscribe, hit that damn bell button, spread the good word, tell your friends, rate and review 5 stars, and say a little something sweet. We need it this fall. Sour candy, so sweet to get a little angry, yeah. Sour candy, yeah, 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 yeah.
I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling that one.
You didn't feel. I think that your harmonies were amazing.
I don't think so.
Stop that.
I'm
Positive
gonna
mental
say
attitudes.
It's a no for me, dog.